Hi guys, LulaRoe, Kristine here. I wanted to come and give you guys a video about my 1 week with LulaRoe selling. I gave you videos before on my Lula room as I was kind of getting everything going, and then my in-home launch that I did, and now I just thought I would do one kind of 1 week in and give you guys an update of kind of how everything went, kind of what surprised me, maybe what I wasn't prepared for, what I was, and kind of my dollars that I hit. So my Facebook group name is LulaRoe Kristine, and I had placed my initial inventory order on February 18th. My inventory arrived on April 15th. Sorry, I don't know if that recorded my low battery. My inventory arrived on April 15th. It was all of a sudden a little quicker. They kept going and adding, onboarding more people a day. So all of a sudden, everything picked up pretty quick. So it arrived on the 15th. I was actually out of town that week, traveling for work. So I planned to do my in-home launch on the 21st. So even though I got my inventory on the 15th, I thought, okay, I'll do my in-home launch on the 15th. That was a Thursday. And then on Sunday, I thought was going to be my day to do all my online every week. I'll do my my inventory posting. So for my first week, I'm really just counting that in-home launch and my Facebook launch. So my in-home launch went great. I did a whole video on that, just on that, kind of what I would have changed, the numbers that I hit and everything. It was a great, it was a great party. It was fun. I had friends over. I had a lot of fun. I really enjoyed that. I think I learned that I like doing in-homes more than I thought I would. I like talking to people. I like dressing people, styling things. I love it. I love it. I like looking at the clothes. I like looking at people. Nothing feels better than when, somebody that they're like, oh, I don't, nothing looks good on me, and then getting something great on them, and they look phenomenal. And, that's what I love about LulaRoe is everything, they only make clothes that are going to look good on people size 0 to 24. If it doesn't fit that realm, they're not going to make it. So you're never going to see sleeveless. I'll say, like, I think plus size people look probably the best in these clothes. Like putting a Amelia dress on somebody, they look phenomenal. I love it. I love it. So, I placed my initial inventory at the time they were doing packages. So I had done package 2. I can't quite remember just the exact number of pieces. I think it was right around 300, maybe 350. On the next day, though, right after I placed my inventory order, I ordered another packet, or I ordered another order. So I had placed an order for another 136 pieces because I wanted to kind of start growing my inventory quicker. So for my launch, I think I had about 424 pieces, so not too bad for a launch. And in my in-home, just a quick recap. I won't go into it since I have the whole video on it. I had about 15 girls, and my total sales were $1,260. I thought it was good. I did not go crazy advertising it. I wasn't like going out on my Facebook, my personal Facebook and everything like I could have. I was trying to keep it more low-key. People I knew. And so then following that Thursday, on the Sunday, I posted everything online. And now granted, I had no leggings. All of this is no leggings, which for me was fine. People stressed about like, oh, I don't have leggings. I didn't care, honestly. Leggings were not my jam. I love them. Like they're super comfortable and everything, but I work full time. My first purchase was, I think it was a Julia dress. My second, a Cassie dress, and then probably another Julia dress and another Cassie, followed by Amelia. So my first purchases, they were not the leggings and they were not the t-shirts and everything. I love that I could wear work clothes and be dressed up, be comfortable and cute and fun and trendy and stylish. Like that's what drew me. Finally, I was probably 8 pieces in before I bought my first leggings, which were the thing that everyone raved about. I loved them, but I had nowhere to wear them except kind of around the house, which I wore them. Um, so they're great. I can't wear them to work, but dresses, skirts, tops, they're my jam. You know, I'm especially like I love the maxi. I love that one now. That was not my first purchase. I got that one later, but now it's my current kind of favorite. Oh, and Lola. Lola, Lola, Lola. Here, I'll show you my Lola. I'm wearing a Lola today, actually, for work. I don't actually carry a Lola. I shouldn't say that. I have an order coming tomorrow and on Monday, both with Lolas. So, sorry, this is kind of a hot mess in here. But this is my Lola. So I had to, and I also had to give a presentation at work today. So I thought that this Lola, it is fluorescent orange. I felt great in it, and I thought, I'm like, oh, this is probably perfect to give a presentation in because I felt good in it, and it brought some attention, and I thought it was great. I love the Lola though. It's a longer and everything, and I don't like my knees, so I like to have something with a little more coverage in my bottom half. So Lola is my favorite. I have a camo Lola, I have a turquoise Lola, I have a pattern Lola. They're my favorite. Anyways, we are off subject. So, my Facebook launch, I had that on a Sunday. I had no idea what I was doing going into that. I will be honest. I had never, I just didn't prepare. You know, I didn't know what to do going into that. I didn't know what it was. I didn't know how long it was going to take to load things. It was literally like that day, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you know, I have to figure out how I'm gonna load things, and you know, I'm watching YouTube videos just on loading, and they're telling me to open different tabs and everything, and so that's kind of like I found one video. I'm like, I can do this. I can wrap my head around this, and so that's the one I kind of clung on to. Prior to launching, like I did create in Photoshop, you know, and I give this to all my girls and everything. Some graphics and everything that you know, so I had images and everything. I like a uniform, nice, clean look. You know, I'm in marketing full time, so I like branding. I like clean, streamlined, matchy. I get the big picture of what you know, what LulaRoe is doing with their brand, and I like to follow it through. On my page and everything. And so I had created some graphics and everything, and so I loaded those, but I hadn't done anything else. And so then by the time, so it's getting close to launching, and so I started uploading, and surprisingly everything went pretty smooth. I will say that I spent about an hour before my launch, and I started uploading. I opened tabs at the top and uploaded each album. But it was fine. And my total sales for my Facebook launch were $1,477. I didn't really have a goal for my launch. I know a lot of people do. I guess I kind of had a goal, like I have an overall goal for like maybe the month of where I want to hit. And so this is April, and so I'm not even putting April. I'm putting April as a wash. And I'm starting fresh on May 1st as where I'm starting. Because also I feel like the launch is a little different. It's all new stuff. It's all brand new. Your audience is new. Oh, I should say that I had, maybe when I launched on April 24th, I had around 600 people in my Facebook group. Now I had started that group. So when I had signed on in February, I did not know the wait was going to be 2 months. At the time, I was thinking 3 to 4 weeks. And so I'm like, oh, that's fine. I'll start my Facebook group and everything. It wasn't until like right after I started my Facebook group that they're like the Q Club came out and everything, and they're like, oh no, it's gonna be more like 6 to 8 weeks. And I'm like, oh crap, I'm like, well, I started this group and I just invited all my friends to this and I added all these people, and now I'm like, what am I gonna do? So I would hold I did weekly contests in my group, giveaways. So I didn't post a ton. I only posted on Tuesday and Friday. Tuesday I did a $10 giveaway to my shop when my inventory came. And then on Fridays, I did a free legging giveaway. I bought those at retail, so I could ship them out to them right away. I was hoping, like, oh, good, people will fall in love with the product. My audience, brand new to LulaRoe. Nobody that I knew had ever heard of LulaRoe. It was completely new to my audience, and so I had to do a ton of education. And so it was all just, I had to get people to love it the way that I loved it and the way that I fell in love with it. At that same time, so right, way back in February, then I started my Facebook with minimal contact on it, minimal interaction and everything. I also started at the same time my Instagram. Instagram, I would post, probably 3 times a day. Not always pictures of me, mostly pictures of other people that I would find online, just cute outfits and stuff. I try not to be super spammy on there or, hey, come visit my group. I like it to be more artistic and cute outfits, fashion, just good photography, which I think is what Instagram is all about. I don't like it to be an advertisement or anything like that. So I like to keep it kind of more organic. And I would see, I don't know, I would maybe get, 1 or 2 a week from Instagram that would come to my page, which was fine. I know like Instagram is a very slow organic growth process. And I'm okay with that. I like Instagram. I think it's fun. I enjoy it. So it was doing everything that I thought it would. So that was kind of my 1 week launch. Just trying to think of anything else that I kind of learned along the way. Oh, one thing that I had a hard time with, I guess, ordering inventory. So like when my inventory came on the 15th. So part of it came on the 15th, and then more came on the 19th. And so then on the 20th, I had ordered more because, okay, so my in-home launch was on that Thursday, the 21st. And then my Facebook launch was the 24th. So on the 20th, so I already knew, like, so my inventory came. Well, I've got all these parties started, and I didn't know how long it was going to take for the inventory to come. But in the meantime, I had already booked on the following, so I was going to do hostess parties in my Facebook group on Thursdays, and then my VIP kind of shopping group on Sundays. So I was trying to get ahead of, like, okay, well, I got my inventory, I'm going to launch, and then I've got parties booked and everything. I should probably order more inventory. And thank God I did, because at the time it took almost 2 weeks to get that next order. And so it's almost like, I was putting out, I think when all is said and done, I mean, at this point I had put out $11,000 total. My initial order, my next order, all my racks and everything else that went into it, and then my next order, because anticipating that my launch I was going to sell, maybe 100 pieces. Well, then I need to replenish that and get my next, so I was kind of like catching up. I feel like it was just kind of the beginning of the game, which is just normal that you kind of have to do at the beginning, is kind of get ahead of everything. It's just like any operations, getting your game plan down and everything organized. I didn't want to sit there for 2 weeks and not have any inventory, or have the same only 300 pieces. So So that's what I did, and thank God I did. I think now they're really good though about basically if you order your orders going out that day. I think this was like a weird window of um, taking 2 weeks there, and so then my week after got a little was a little slow because obviously everybody in my group had just seen all my inventory. But I will talk about that later. I'm not a full month in yet. I'm close, but after, next week I should be able to report. I'll probably wait till the end of May to report my 1 month so that I have just a full month record. And that would exclude my launch, which I think is good because the launch I think is a little deceiving because of course that's big and of course there's so much excitement about that. But I think that probably most people, you see the launch, well, it's new and it's exciting, and then it kind of dips because those people the next week in your group, well, they already saw everything you had. And so there's a lot of getting creative about different ways to bring people to your group and just different things that you can do, which I did. So I will share that in my 1 month once I close that out. But for my week one, I thought for having 2 parties, I thought that was pretty good. $2,737 total. I did not do any Periscope. I do not know if I'm going to do Periscope at this point. I was doing Periscope a little bit, just trying to kind of test the waters. As I was kind of doing my room and the decorating and everything, I went on a couple times, and then one time I was on there and like my son was in the video with me, and there was some really bad, like not just like, hey, show me your boobs, but like really bad comments. And I got a little flustered and kind of ran away. And I haven't been back since. I don't know if it's my forum. I don't know. I haven't decided. I'm not ruling it out yet. I just don't know if it's my thing. In the meantime, however, I have done Facebook Live, which I love. If anybody that's in my group, they know, anytime I get a new inventory, I'll just sit there on Facebook Live and open it up for everybody, and I love it. It's fun. I don't think most people in my group understand that you can interact and you can type and everything, but I think they'll eventually get the hang of that. I've done it in a couple of my online hostess parties as well, as a way to show, like I'll grab things from in here and be like, look at, because I can go up really close and show patterns on things and textures and colors and everything. And I think it's really fun. I love Facebook Live. So I've been having a lot of fun with that. I haven't done like a Facebook Live sale or anything yet. Mostly it's just kind of interacting in my group. But so that might be my next step. I'll do a Facebook Live sale. I've got a whole box of inventory that I'm looking at right now. I still don't have a ton of leggings because I had gotten a shipment, and then a lot were, I got a ton of motorcycles and a ton of solids and stuff. So I feel like it just takes a little while to build that inventory up of the diverse patterns and everything. So I mean, like right now, Julia's, I've got 1,000,000 Julia's that are striped. So I feel like my strategy needs to be ordering, 1 or 2 every week or every time I order, to keep getting whatever new patterns are in style. I have to start to grow that, my inventory of that. And the same with everything else, because Cassie's I have a great variety in, but the Azures and the Irma, all the t-shirts and everything, they're just a lot of the same stuff. So I think that is my next strategy, is to build that up. One thing I learned also with my launch, I love the dresses. I love, the Julias and the Amelias and the Maxis. I don't think that's the most popular. So what I guess I was I'm like, oh, everybody's gonna love these. I love these. Like, why wouldn't everyone love these? By far, I will say, like, my most popular selling items are all the shirts. the classics, the perfect, the Irma, the Randy, and the leggings. By far, 1000% every day, those guys. So I have a huge selection of Nicole's and Cassie's and Julia's and Maxie's and Amelia's. They're not moving. Like I'll sell, a couple a week and everything, but they're not my like number one seller. So now over the last week, I keep placing orders, and I'm just trying to like build up my t-shirts again, because now I'm down to like 14 perfect tees. So that's not a good system, and that's not gonna, if that's what my audience likes, I have to carry more of those ones. So in my audience, they love Randy's too. So I'm just working on that, is figuring out my audience and what people like, and my buying patterns and my inventory. I think by the end, and again, I'm almost a month in here. I think by the end of the month, I am hoping to be at around, see, I've got 3 more shipments coming. I don't know, 800 or 900 pieces. I'm not super great with keeping track of necessarily the inventory. That's a whole other subject, because I've been experimenting with some other programs and stuff. But I guess that's it. I'll have a lot more to say in my 1 month. I'll wrap everything up a bit more. And maybe I'll talk about those inventory management programs and everything that I've been trying and using, and what I like and what I don't like. But for now, I guess that's it. So if anybody wants, come and visit my group, LulaRoe, Karen, Kristine. If you're already a consultant, I've got some graphics in there that other consultants like for my albums. Welcome to have them. Otherwise, I'd love to talk to anybody. So come and visit me. Drop me an email, Facebook, and subscribe to my channel. Okay? Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.